Picture this. You walk into what appears to be a standard Mediterranean resort room, but something feels different. The deluxe rooms at Serenity Alpha Beach stretch across a generous 40 square meters, which might sound modest until you realize how cleverly every inch has been designed. These aren't your typical cookie-cutter hotel spaces where furniture seems randomly placed by someone who clearly never had to live in the room. Instead, each deluxe room features a king-size bed positioned to capture either garden views or those coveted partial sea glimpses that make you pause mid-conversation to stare out the window. The private balconies aren't afterthoughts either. They're genuine extensions of your living space, complete with seating that actually invites you to linger rather than perch awkwardly for a quick photo. What caught my attention was how the air conditioning operates whisper quiet, a detail that becomes precious when you're trying to sleep after a day under the Egyptian sun. The minibar doesn't gouge you with ridiculous prices, and the coffee maker produces something that resembles actual coffee rather than the brown water many hotels pass off as beverages. Now, if you're someone who believes size matters, the junior suites will make you reconsider what luxury actually means. Spanning 60 square meters, these suites don't just offer more space, they offer smarter space. This separate sitting area isn't cramped against the bedroom like an awkward afterthought, but genuinely feels like a second room where you might actually want to spend time reading or planning your next day's adventures. The bathrooms deserve special mention because they include proper bathtubs, not those shallow decorative things that require you to fold yourself into origami positions. From every junior suite, you get full sea views that transform throughout the day, from morning blues to evening golds, creating a natural entertainment system that never gets old. The enhanced bathroom amenities aren't just fancy bottles with unpronounceable names. They're quality products that leave your skin feeling pampered rather than stripped of moisture. These suites comfortably accommodate 3 guests without anyone feeling like they're camping indoors, which speaks volumes about the thoughtful layout design. The family suites remain somewhat mysterious, with limited details available, but reports suggest they feature 2 bedrooms plus a living area that actually functions as family central command. What's interesting about the pricing structure is how it fluctuates seasonally in ways that make sense. You're not paying peak summer rates in February, but you're also not getting gouged beyond reason during July's peak madness. The rooms range from approximately $120 per night during quieter months to over $250 when everyone wants to escape to the Mediterranean, which positions this resort in the accessible luxury category rather than the sell your firstborn tier. The decor throughout all room categories maintains consistent neutral tones, accented with blues that mirror the sea outside, creating a cohesive aesthetic that feels intentional rather than assembled by committee. But here's where things get really interesting when we talk about what keeps guests fed and happy. Dining at Serenity Alpha Beach centers around Azure, their main restaurant that promises international cuisine blended with local Egyptian flavors, though what this actually translates to might surprise you. Rather than the typical resort buffet where everything tastes vaguely the same regardless of what country it's supposed to represent, Azure seems to understand that fresh seafood from the Mediterranean deserves respect. The breakfast buffet reportedly features items that change based on local availability, meaning you might discover Egyptian specialties you've never heard of, alongside familiar international options. What sets this apart from many resort dining experiences is the attention to vegetarian options that go beyond sad salads and overcooked vegetables. Apparently, they figured out that plant-based eating can be both delicious and satisfying. The all-day dining concept means you're not trapped by rigid meal schedules, though dinner service typically wraps up around 10 p.m., giving you flexibility without keeping kitchen staff working until midnight. Their specialty restaurant, Mediterraneo, focuses on what you'd expect from the name, but early reports suggest they're not just throwing random Mediterranean dishes together and hoping for the best. The emphasis on grilled fish and meats paired with regional wines indicates they're taking advantage of their coastal location rather than shipping in frozen proteins from who knows where. What's refreshing is the casual smart dress code that doesn't require you to pack formal wear for a beach vacation, yet maintains enough standards that you won't be dining next to someone in a dripping wet swimsuit. The reservation system encourages planning ahead during high season, but they're flexible enough to accommodate walk-ins when possible, striking a balance between organization and spontaneity. Several bars scattered throughout the property serve cocktails and snacks from afternoon through late evening, though they wisely close around 11 p.m., rather than encouraging all-night party scenes that might disturb guests seeking tranquility. But the real question becomes whether the facilities match the promise of the accommodations and dining. The single main outdoor pool might initially seem limiting until you realize that sometimes one well-designed pool beats 3 mediocre ones. This freshwater pool comes surrounded by sun loungers and shaded cabanas that offer genuine relief from the Mediterranean sun rather than token shade that barely covers your head. The poolside bar operates throughout the day, serving drinks and snacks without the inflated prices that make you question your life choices with every sip. What's notable is the absence of swim-up bars or elaborate water features that often become maintenance nightmares and noise generators. Instead, the focus remains on clean, refreshing swimming and relaxation. The pool operates from sunrise to sunset, with hours that respect both early risers and those who prefer evening swims without artificial lighting disrupting the natural ambiance. The spa and wellness facilities include the expected massages, facials, and signature treatments. Those specific details about unique offerings remain somewhat vague, suggesting you might want to inquire directly about what makes their spa experience special. The sauna and steam room provides standard wellness amenities, while the fitness center offers cardio machines, free weights, and basic equipment without pretending to be a full-scale gym that most resort guests won't use anyway. Personal training and classes might be available upon request, though this seems to be more of a we'll figure it out if you ask situation rather than a structured program. The spa operates during daytime through early evening hours, requiring advanced booking through the front desk, which suggests they're managing demand rather than leaving you disappointed when you finally decide you need that massage. However, the real star of the show might be what lies just steps from your room. The private sandy beach stretches several hundred meters along the Mediterranean coastline, offering genuine privacy without the crowds that plague many resort beaches. Beach service includes the essentials, sunbeds, umbrellas, and towel service without unnecessary frills that add cost without value. Water sports opportunities include snorkeling, kayaking, and windsurfing through third-party providers nearby, giving you options without the resort needing to maintain extensive equipment fleets. What makes this beach special isn't elaborate facilities, but rather the peaceful atmosphere that lets you actually relax rather than constantly navigate around other people's activities. The Mediterranean waters here offer swimming conditions that change with seasons, from refreshing spring temperatures to genuinely warm summer conditions that invite extended water time. The sandy bottom slopes gradually, making it family-friendly without being so shallow that adults feel like they're wading in a kiddie pool. But beaches and pools only tell part of the story when it comes to how you'll spend your days. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our Best Hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.